podcast. As you guys, sorry, y'all, technical difficulties. So, if you're new, this month, for the month of February, basically what is going on is every week in the month of February, I was featuring Black businesses. So for the first week, I had for show present her clothing line, and then for the second week, I had Beauty Bellish. The third week, due to weather in the Texas area for the winter storm, I'm unfortunately in the middle of me live streaming. Or okay, sorry about that, y'all. I don't know if you guys heard me while I was speaking, but the Wi-Fi is still a little funky. Um, the Wi-Fi is still a little funky due to the winter storm that individuals in Texas experienced. I think some people in Louisiana experienced it as well, but I know people in Texas experienced it the worst. So the internet is kind of funky. So if I'm cutting it out or I'm moving a little slow, just let me know. But like I was saying, if you're new to my podcast, basically, this is what the mind craves, where I talk about things that would ease your mind. Period. Such as things for African Americans, things with mental health, self care, skincare, different things like that. And for the month of February, I basically was featuring Black businesses. Like I said before the internet cut out, I don't know if you guys heard me or not, so I'm going to repeat myself and let you guys know. For the first week, I featured for show where she did her own clothing line. And then week 2, I did Beauty Bellish, where she showed some of her accessories, where she sells purses, sunglasses, and things like that. Week 3, like I said, it got cut out, but my mom was with me. She did her credit line and her drinkware and t-shirt business and drinkware, and also, but I couldn't post that because, like I said, the internet was trash and it's still being trash. So for this week, I have my homegirl, Dayshana, where she's going to be talking about her business, Miss Shawnee's Aesthetic. So basically, a brief introduction about that. Miss Shawnee's Aesthetic is basically skincare. It's your everything you need from an esthetician. So that's like your lashes, your massages, your waxes, and different things like that. But I'm not gonna tell you guys everything about her business. I'm gonna let her do it. So here it goes. Dayshana.
Hey, how you guys going? Okay, so today I'm just gonna be giving
I'll
you a
do
little
the
brief.
comments.
Hmm. What you
I
say?
was saying you probably not go see the comments.
Oh, okay, that's cool. All right, so today I'm just gonna be doing a little briefing, and I'm gonna be telling you what my business does. We mainly focus on aesthetics, which is beauty. Um, we do non-surgical procedures, body sculpting. We do the back and butt therapy. We do lipocavitation, which is where we use frequency to break down fat and push fat towards your lymphatic system, which even if you don't see results, you would see a change in you'll probably see a change in like the way you're losing weight and stuff like that. You probably see yourself losing a lot more weight because if your lymphatic system is blocked up, most times it's gonna cause you to gain weight because you just backed up. Your lymphatic system is your drainage system, it's your waste system. It's where all of your waste goes. And if you're backed up, it's gonna cause you to keep gaining weight, and it can also be the reason why you aren't losing weight. So even if you don't see a drastic change, you're gonna notice a change. It's gonna help with weight loss itself. Um, I chose this area of work because it's just like first I decided that I wanted to. My mom actually introduced me to this. Honestly, she showed me the waxing thing and stuff like that, and I had never heard of it personally. But when she first taught me, when she first showed me everything or whatever, I was like, you know what, I think I might want to do that, you know. But and during the time I was into else, and I wasn't really focused on that. But I decided that I needed a plan B, and that was my plan B. So one day I just decided that I was going to get up and I was going to go to school for that. But there was a delay, and the delay was the classes that I wanted to attend at the school were full. And I'm a spur of the moment type of person. So like either you're gonna get up and do it right now or it's never gonna happen. And so I knew that cosmetology and cosmetology would be licensed for like the same things, you know. So it just made more sense to go ahead and go for cosmetology so that I could be licensed for everything. I will have a broader horizon and be able to do all of these things versus be limited to only some things in the beauty industry.
Exactly. That's good. So sorry if y'all see me moving around. Like I said, I have to position my laptop in a certain way due to the Wi-Fi not being as strong as it was before the winter storm. So please excuse all the movement y'all heard or seen. So as y'all know, before I hop into the interview, I always start off with a quote for this week. So the quote of the week is from our president, Barack Obama. So he said, change will not come if we wait for some other person or if we wait for some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. That is from our president, Barack Obama. And I basically chose this because, and this pertains to Deshauna's line of work as well, is that we need each other. We need to invest in more businesses from people like us. And when I say like us, I'm talking about Black individuals. We know what's best for us. Why would we invest in businesses that don't know nothing about our skin, that does not know anything about our hair, that does not know anything about, our nervous system and things like that? Basically, in order for us to have a change in experience things that are better for us, we have to lean on each other. Why would we want to lean on somebody who can't even, who thinks that we don't even experience pain? Caucasians or white people often feel like we are different when we are merely just humans, just like them. And I honestly feel like I said, in order for us to experience a change or experience a better aspect of life, we have to lean on each other and invest in each other's businesses. We have all of these businesses when it comes to hair, clothing, shoes, skincare. We have all these businesses, but choose to turn to businesses that don't care about us, that put their money into charities that benefit them. So why we can't do the same? So basically, that's why I chose that quote, to basically touch someone and basically to see the way that I see things, and hopefully it encourages and motivates you to spend your dollars with people like us. It's gonna take time. With me, it's been about a year since I started investing my money into Black businesses. So now I only buy my clothes from, Black boutiques. I get my hair done and buy my hair from Black individuals. I buy skincare products from Black businesses. Now I'm still working on the shoes. I'm still working on the dental and the medical part. But like I said, all it takes is Google and word of mouth. So yes. And ever since I made those transitions, I noticed that my skincare has been better. My hair has been growing longer, stronger, more luscious. Like it's only right to support each other, because if we don't support each other, who's gonna support us? So that's why I chose that quote. So hopping into the interview, And I hope y'all are enjoying Miss Shawnee's aesthetic so far. She put her blood, sweat, and tears into this, okay? And hopefully y'all are swept off your feet when she has these answers to her interview questions, okay? So for the first question, which you kind of already answered it in your introduction, um, but I guess you could just be more specific for the people that got kind of lost. So why did you choose this area of work?
I chose this area of work because it was my plan B, and it was something that I was very, very interested in doing.
Mm,
Um, I'm the type of person where I need to be in a field where I'm dedicated to it in order for it to work for me.
right.
And this seemed like something that I would be dedicated to that could work for me, you know. So I saw like a lot of I would see like a lot of Caucasian people doing this business and other races doing this business and stuff like that. And I mean, I thought that it was good, but why are all of our African American people going to them when they can come to us, you know? And so
Exactly.
I felt like we should be able to do something, you know, do things like this. And why not join the small amount of people and a small percentage of people that are doing it in our community? You know,
Right.
um,
Mm,
in my in my licensing, like I can do stuff like I've seen people, for instance, I've seen people in the beauty industry. I've seen them do things like microneedling and stuff like that. Um, if you ever went somewhere, microneedling is basically when you go and there's like a roller and it has tools on it. And if you've been having like problems with acne and stuff like that, they roll it on your skin and it punctures the skin to the point to where it leaves like a scar tissue and then your skin heals itself. Again, leaving your skin looking rejuvenated, you look younger, and your skin glows more. But if you went to if you went to somebody else, they probably wouldn't tell you, somebody that wasn't black, they probably wouldn't tell you that it could actually leave scars in your face if you have more melanin or if you're darker. They wouldn't tell you that because they would just be trying to get your money. Now you have some that would say, I wouldn't really recommend it, you know, or if you're gonna get it, don't get it too often because it will leave scarring in your face. These are things that people don't tell you. And I'm that person, you know, black people, we're gonna tell you, you know, African American people, we're gonna tell you, hey, this is not for us, you know. And I feel like that's very important. When you go places, the prices, another thing. A lot of people, a lot of people in our communities, they wanna take care of their hygiene, they wanna be beautiful just as well, you know, just like anybody else. And a lot of people can't afford it, you know, and I feel like it's unfair. So that's another thing with the pricing. If you were to go to a Caucasian place and go pay for a body sculpting service, you're probably going to come out paying about 600 something dollars for all 6 sessions. With me, you're going to get that for under $600. You're going to get it for about $400. You know, that's $200 less than you would pay at another salon or another beauty bar.
right. And yeah, and then like you said before, if they're not letting you know the potential harm that you're causing to your skin, why would you want to even spend your dollars there? You might as well go the cheaper route and go to someone that
Exactly.
cares about your skin. You know, invest somewhere that's going to be worth it, not something that's more expensive and for you to have more potential harm. So that's good. That's good. I don't think a lot of people know that, and I'm glad you shared that with everybody. So for the next question, what is the importance of osteology, and what are the benefits of it?
The importance of osteology is basically or like to take care of your skin, you know, and that's not your face. People think that you're just supposed to take care of your face, you know. No, like you have to take care of every piece of on your body. You know, that's your back. Some people have back acne, you know, some people have stomach acne, like some people have it in the chest. And
Hmm.
for some females, like I know that sometimes I've had breakouts like across here, you know, um, you have to take care of your skin because nobody else is gonna do it for you. Nobody really cares. But it's a thing where when you go out in public, you want to look presentable. If you go out in public and you have a whole bunch of bumps in your face, with some people it's not. Some people you can't really help it. They've done everything that they possibly could. They've tried every
Mhm.
product on stuff like that. That's where we come in. You know, that's where we can help people, and they can come in on a regular basis and get their skin, get their facials and stuff like that, especially people with acne prone skin or sensitive skin and they don't really know what to do with their skin.
Right.
That's where we come in. We take care of your skin for you, so you really don't have to. We give you certain products. We'll tell you what products to use, what products not to use on your skin. You use them on your skin when you go home, every night, every morning, and we make your life a whole lot easier because you're not going out and trying multiple products on your skin. You don't have to because we're educated in this for you.
Mhm.
If you go out and you go out to a job interview and your face is full of like big blemishes and stuff like that, it's embarrassing. And some people, it's sad, but some people are very discriminatory. They will discriminate against you because of your skin or because of how you look, your appearance and stuff like that. And it's not fair, but you just have to take care of your skin because it is what it is.
Mhm.
Now, moving away from skin, a lot of people are dying, and this is a major concern of mine. A lot of people are dying, people that shouldn't even be getting these surgeries, these tummy tucks and liposuction and stuff like that. People are dying from it, and they really don't even need major procedures. And that's the problem that I'm having with it. A doctor would take you under the knife and don't know that you're healthy enough to receive the surgery and then they'll still give it to you. You could
Mm.
be a smoker that big. You might have a little pudge you're trying to get rid of or a little hanging skin that you want to tighten up and you go under the knife and you don't make it because there's a blood clot or something like that that happens. When really you could have just gotten lipocavitation and gotten about 4 sessions, possibly even less than that, and you could have gotten rid of the fat. You could have tightened the fat without going under the knife at all, without having any cuts on you or anything like that, no scarring, none of that.
Right.
And then not only that, but some people don't eat healthy after they've received their tummy tucks. They don't maintain, and then they'll come back and then they'll try to get lipocavitation. It's not safe to get lipocavitation after you do that. After you receive the tummy tuck, you have scarring tissue underneath that, and that scarring tissue is broken. Then it can cause internal bleeding, and that's something that you don't want because it can cause an infection. Once the
Mm.
infection starts, it's hard to stop it.
Mm. See, we getting information, baby. Things that the people need to know. So that's good. So basically, it's your services are not harming the body. It's cheaper. You don't really have a recovery phase, right? Because it's not harming the body at all. It's like you get a session, you can go right home.
You will be a little like a little sore afterwards because you're manipulating fat. You're moving fat. You're breaking up the fat cells. They're like probably like 4 to 5 nozzles that you use, and each nozzle that you use, you'll use it for about 10 minutes on the person. Each session lasts about an hour. So when you're using it, one of the nozzles actually breaks up the fat, it bursts the fat cells, and then the other one moves the fat. And so when you're moving the fat, I mean, you're moving actual cells, you're manipulating cells in the body. So of course you're going to be sore afterwards. It's not going to be anything that's unbearable or anything like that. It's going to feel like probably like, a little tender to the touch, or like you just came from a workout or something like that. It's not anything major. You can get some Epsom salt and pour it in your bath, soak and stuff like that to help with it. You get you a heating pad, you can ice it down, whatever you feel comfortable with. But it's really not even bad. It's not unbearable at all.
Okay. So basically, you don't have to take off from work and you can go back to your everyday duties.
hmm You can
Okay.
come and get your session the same day and then go to work the same day. Like it's not gonna to make you take any time off, and you're only gonna be sore for about 2 days maybe.
Okay. And it's convenient. Like the sound of that.
Very.
So, what is your favorite service that you provide and why?
My favorite service that I provide, I would have to say the facials.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would say the facials because it's not just an experience. It's not just a relaxing experience for my client, but it's a relaxing experience for me too because I get to actually relax. Like I'm doing something, I'm focused, I have on meditation music. So it's a meditation for me and the client. I love what I do. It's a relaxing environment. I don't have to really talk. My client doesn't really have to talk. It's really soothing, and I mean, I feel like it's a treat. It's a treat to both of us. It's a treat for me to treat you, and it's a treat for that person.
Awesome. And last but not least, what advice would you give someone in your line of work, like a beginner that's just starting out?
Someone that's just getting out of school, or
Yeah, or just whatever you see fit, general advice,
Mhm.
or when I just got out of school. Yep, it's up to you.
My advice would be to be patient. Don't rush it. Um, if you would like to, if you have the means to sit down and wait, for your clientele to come in, then I would say get you another job if you can't wait, you know. But if you can, it's gonna take time for you to build up your clientele and stuff like that. But posting on social media is very important. Getting yourself out there, business
Right.
cards, flyers. People want to know about these services. These are services that will probably never go out of style because they're like everyday services, removing hair and stuff like that. Like waxing, for instance, waxing is over time. Waxing your hair probably will stop growing because you're damaging the hair follicle, keeping it from growing, so it grows slower over time, and then eventually it stops growing altogether. You wouldn't want to do that to your head, but in places where pubic hair and stuff like that grows, it's convenient after a while, So I would say stick with it. Don't give up because I started about a month ago and I wasn't getting any clients. And um, if you have to do models to post, do models, do people for free, do people for tips, in the beginning. Don't go in charge. I mean, if you want to charge and your facial is $30, charge them 15 for it, just to say I've done these people. I've took these pictures, I've got these videos, I can show you my work. It's not gonna be about money when you're first coming out. It's gonna be about getting yourself out there. And this month has been a whole lot better. Like I've actually gotten a clients this month, which is it was great for me. Like I've actually made money this month. So,
That's
but
awesome.
being a licensed cosmetologist versus being an esthetician, I mean, I would say if you work in a salon, you could depending on your manager or whatever, you could possibly ping pong back and forth between spa and being on a clinic floor doing hair. Um, but if you're working in just a spa, you know, it's gonna take time to build your clientele. Be patient. Be patient.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, and then you want to go ahead and let the people know where to follow you on Instagram or how to book and what if you have any specials, what specials you have. You want to go ahead and give the people the
hmm
details.
Yes, you can follow me at Mishani Aesthetic. That's without the H. So it's MSHONI _AESTHETIC. STHETIC. And you can follow me on Instagram. That is my Instagram name. If you want to book with me, we book online. You book with the link. You are more than welcome to call, but most times people will send you to the link. Anybody in the shop will most likely to the link, or they'll text you the link from the business phone or whatever you have. You may have, but all
This is
of your
the
services.
correct Instagram, right?
Mhm.
Did I correctly? Okay.
All of your services will be on there. All of my services will be on there under the spa category, under Michani's aesthetic spa category on the website. But there are people at the salon. I work at Hair Harmony Salon in Gonzales. There are people underneath there that do nails, that do other services. They do hair nails, and we're gonna be having some more stuff coming up in there too pretty soon. But the business is growing. So far it's going really good, and your all of your forms and stuff, any information that you would want to know will be in the description of the service that you're receiving. So, say for instance, if you have some type of illness, diabetes, or anything like that, and you want to know if you can receive a service or if it's okay for you to receive a certain service, it's going to tell you. All you have to do is read. You're going to sign a waiver saying that you read and that you are aware of the possible, anything that could possibly happen or anything like that. Also stating that you have read about your health, you stating that you don't have any health concerns and stuff like that, just so that you won't be a liability to the company if something was to go wrong. Some people come in and they don't tell the truth, but it's very important for you to tell the truth when it comes to some of these services, because it can cost you your life if you don't over time, you know. But certain people cannot receive lipocavitation, sadly. I wish that everybody that it wasn't so, you know, I wish it wasn't so vague, but some people cannot receive it, sadly. People with like pregnant women, of course, you don't want that on your stomach. But you have people with diabetes, they cannot receive lipocavitation because if anything was to happen, if any scarring tissue or anything was to burst beneath the skin or anything like that, their bodies don't heal as fast. It can cause them amputation or it can cause them their life. But it's more stuff on there that you can read up about and you can see. You can sign all of our waivers. We are protected, and we know we have patients in COVID-19. So if you want a service, we are well protected. We sanitize, we clean, we disinfect and stuff like that. We are very clean, and we're doing everything we can to keep our clients and ourselves safe. So yeah, everything that you need to know is on the site. And if you have any more questions, you can feel free to DM me, or you can call the number on the site, which the link is in my Instagram bio. Once again, everything you need to know should be in there. But if it's not, feel free to reach out.
Cool deal, y'all. And that is me, Shawnee's Aesthetic. And I hope y'all enjoyed throughout this week. You guys have been introduced to exclusive merch from For Show. Y'all have been offered a discount from Beauty Bellish, which I will be dropping on my Instagram page. So if you do not follow me, you need to follow me at WTMK Podcast to find out what the discount code is and get you a bag, some glasses, some bracelets, some necklaces, with that discount code. And then this week we then got some information and some tips on how to keep our skin looking good. You know what I'm saying? And you doing it on a budget because instead of paying $1,000, you could pay 400, you could pay 300, you could pay however, but it's gonna be cheaper than 1,000. Okay. So, Deshauna, thank you for coming. If you want to leave, you
For having
can.
me.
As I promised everybody, I'm gonna talk about my book. I've been having this podcast for almost a year, and I did not tell them that I was an author. So I owe them a little something, something.
I'm about to be listening. I'm about to be listening to you. Okay, so
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for coming, like I
let me
said.
go click in on the little link.
Cool. Let me set up.
Okay, thank you for having me again.
No problem, girl. All right, y'all. And like I said, I owe y'all. I owe y'all. I owe it to y'all. I owe y'all a I don't like how y'all can't see my background anymore. But like I said, it is the last week of the podcast series of Black Business February, and that means I owe y'all what I do. So basically, about 2 years ago, it's going to be 3 years this year, I self published a book called Hope Was in the Meadow. Basically, Hope Was in the Meadow is a poetry book that basically motivates, enlightens, and encourages the individual who's reading the book to live their best life and to just get through everyday struggles. Like I said, I'm all about mental health. I went to school for psychology, if you guys don't know. So my book basically reflects that. It reflects self-care and just how to get through everyday struggles because we all go through the same things. The poetry book is not that long, and it also has some empty pages for you to write in your answers to the prompts that are also inside of the book. For you guys that have tuned in and watched my broadcast, I will be reading a couple of pages, maybe one, maybe two, maybe three, or and showing you guys basically what my book looks like. This is my first time doing this live, so you guys are basically getting an exclusive look to what my book looks like because yeah, on my Instagram page, I don't believe I really went into depth about the contents of my book. But anyways, like I said, the name of my book is Hope Is in the Meadow. Okay, you can purchase Hope Is in the Meadow at this website right here at www.shakariwrites.com. And if you guys want to follow your girl, this is Instagram. That is the Instagram. Okay. So let's get into it. I already told you guys why I wrote my book. And here's time for the reveal. Are you ready? Get a drum roll. This is what my books look like. Hold on. I'm trying to get. Okay, wait. Did I do something like that? Okay. I don't know if y'all can see it that well. But this is what my books look like. It's called Hope Is in the Meadow. And as you can see, it has a peaceful meadow on the front. My gosh, the lighting. It has a peaceful meadow on the front or whatever. So like I said, Hope Is in the Meadow is a motivational book that allows its readers to read while actively being engaged. Consisting of poems, short stories, and passage entries, young women and older will feel a little less misunderstood after enduring this great read. So a little bit about me. I already did a little introduction, but I'm going to read what I put on this book. So I put Shakira Washington is a psychology major student at the University of Louisiana Lafayette. I have secured my degree in December. So to you guys that listen to my podcast on Spotify and Apple Music, Google Play, iHeartRadio, and things like that, you guys have, you guys know that I graduated in December. So I have secured that psychology bachelor's degree. So is a psychology major student at the University of Louisiana at Lafayette who has always had a passion for writing. In her younger years, she would spend days writing short stories and posting them on Wattpad. If you know what Wattpad is, you will truly. As a young author, she hopes to influence those in her age group and leave a mark on the world. So, like I said, Hope Is in the Meadow was basically poems written for myself, and then I just put it in a book, and it resonated with everybody. Everybody could relate to it, and a lot of people have given me testimonies on how my book has actually helped them build their self-confidence and allow them to take their self-care a bit more seriously. Um, so yeah, so this I didn't just write it for profit. Like before I even decided to self-publish my book, it was really poems written for me to get through the things that I went through. So let's dive into it. And if you guys are interested in buying, also this is the website to buy it from, www.chicagoWrites.com. And I do provide free shipping. So once you pay for the book, shipping is on me. My book also comes with this handy dandy pen that matches the book. This lighting sucks, y'all. Okay, this handy dandy pen that matches the book. And it comes with this handy dandy business card that matches the book. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? So yeah, shipping is on me. It comes with a pen, the book, and you have a gem in your mailbox whenever you receive it. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. So of course I'm going to read the first page of the book. So basically in the beginning, this is what it says. This is what it looks like, the copyright page. This lighting like sucks booty. Let's see if I do like that. So it comes with, yeah, the copyright page. And thanks to my friend Alicia, because Alicia is who actually introduced me to self-publishing. So it is dedicated to her. And we have the contents and things like that. And then it also says, may you grow into the woman you are destined to be. Because this book is all about growth, how to grow through what you go through. It's basically what this book is about, sweetie. So the first page, this poem is called Sunlight. And this is how it goes. Young woman, you are the flower that gives earth its beauty. You are the beauty in everything we endure. We need you so that we can function and to be kept motivated. From your stem to the blossoming of your confidence, you are what makes earth. But, young woman, how can you continue to be our provider if you don't see the sun? So basically, throughout this book, I am comparing the woman, myself, or the reader who is reading it, to a flower. Women, like I said, are what gives earth this beauty. We are the nurturers, we are fragile, we are just everything. And flowers to me are beautiful no matter what weather, no matter what environment they are in. And so I decided to compare the two because I feel like women go through the most in life. We have to bear children, we have to go through menstrual cycles, we have to deal with men, we have to deal with discrimination in the workforce, we have to deal with weight, we have to deal with PMS. Like it's a lot of things that I feel like women have to deal with just because they're women. And no matter what we go through, we grow through it. And that's why I chose a flower to symbolize the woman because, like I said, even though we're fragile, we still are strong enough to grow through whatever it is. You know, so I also use weather like the rain for sad days, depressive days that we go through. I use the sunlight for happy days that we go through. You know, if whenever you purchase this book, it's gonna click. It's gonna be like, oh my gosh, like I definitely understand what she's talking about. So after the poem, it basically says, we often put ourselves in a situation where we use our energy to save others. The energy soon subsides and you often feel weak, tired, sad, and confused about the life situations that you are currently going through. As a woman, we carry the world on our backs, meaning we nurture and care for our men, family, and friends without taking care of ourselves. Most times we do not notice this behavior and question why we feel so dull. In this phase, self motivation is key, and there's no wrong in wanting to be that. Being self motivated is not saying that you won't accept help from others. It means that you are passionate about your goals and you are taking the high road to achieve them. Meaning, you will set goals that are important to your growth and you will achieve them because you want to become a better version of yourself. So that is the first page, and that's honestly my favorite one. So, like I said, in the book, there'll be like blank pages where you answer the prompt that I have in this book. So, Some pages will ask you a question, and then they'll have like a blank page for you to answer. Just like to self-reflect on what's going on, so then you could come back and look at what you wrote previously and see in what ways can you be better for yourself. So, do I want to read it or do I want to keep it feel? So I'm gonna do rain, which is one of my next favorite ones. So it goes, the times we spent together felt like the wind on a summer's day, and suddenly you stopped blowing. My boat didn't rock a rhythm, instead it was a shipwreck that I knew would soon happen. You didn't come around and you didn't love me like before. You became the rain. You made my skies gray. You took away my sun. It became very cloudy, but I found the rainbow after the storm. I learned to live without you and only depend on the sun. So, like I said, I use weather to basically show what emotions are being talked about. So, basically, in this one, as you can see, it's a love poem, or it don't even have to be love, it could be about a friend that betrayed you or does not make you feel important. And it just reflects on how that can make you feel lonely and very sad and very depressed. And so after the poem, it says, for this chapter, you're probably thinking about all the rain you've experienced over time. I'm here to tell you that we all have those rainy days, and trust me, I know that when it rains, it pours, but that should not stop you from believing in yourself. The thing about rain is there's always a rainbow at the end of it. I say that to say don't focus on the tough time that you're having, but understand that nothing lasts forever, even when that dreadful situation seems like it could linger on forever. Remember, young lady, we are the flower that only needs the sun to be prosperous. Boom. Boom. And then another favorite, which is the end. It's the short story I added at the end. So the short story that I don't really talk about, and we're gonna talk about the meaning. You know, y'all getting the exclusive author's explanation of the book because you know nobody has ever received it. So y'all special. Y'all are special. So basically, this is how the short story goes. It's called I Found Hope. So it was a hot summer's afternoon when I found her. Everything was peaceful. The sun was shining, the wind was blowing, and all the flowers had bloomed. This was a dreamlike fantasy that I have always wanted to live in. Everything was perfect. There was no rain, no storm. I couldn't believe it. Could I be perfect? The way the wind swayed, that's where I went like a belly dancer doing bazaar. The hues of the flowers put me in awe. I couldn't believe that we have finally made something so beautiful. They have grown this much for the summer season. The time I found Hope, she crept up on me like a tiger looking for prey. She picked me up in 1,000 other flowers and decided to lay in others. When she was done laying, she went under the meadow's oldest tree and began to tell us the story of her trials and tribulations. Even though we could not respond, we were happy that she confided in us. We believed that her stories are what strengthened us and helped us find our true potential. As she set us free into the wind, I found hope that afternoon in the meadow and sprouted the biggest and wholesome community of flowers. So basically, I found hope is from a flowers perspective. Like I said, I compared us, the women, to flowers, and Hope was an actual person that came to the meadow of flowers. So in the summer season, basically, throughout the book, we went through several different weather. We went through sunlight, rain. We went through happiness, sadness, and perseverance and different things like that. So the short story at the end, it basically wraps everything up. So the flowers, which is us women as a whole, we found a way to persevere, and we finally found the hope to keep pushing and to keep moving on, and the hope that we felt like we didn't have before. So basically, that's what the short story is about: is us finding that peace, us finding peace to the point where we feel like life is perfect. And hope came to the meadow because the meadow was at peace, so it attracted another actual human being that was at peace as well. So she went to the meadow, not finding peace, but enjoying the peace like how the flowers were. basically they come, two different worlds came together. So yeah, two different worlds came together, and basically Hope was basically talking to herself. Not, we all had those moments where it's like, dang man, I'm very grateful about XYZ. That's basically how Hope was. She went to them, a walk in the meadow. She picked up some flowers. Was very grateful about the earth and how much it bloomed for her and da 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 da. She was just grateful, just telling them about like everything that she's been through, or talking to herself and saying everything that she went through, all the trials and tribulations, and how now she has finally found peace. And the flowers in the meadow were very appreciative because it's like you just don't even know what we went through. So that's basically, I basically did this story because that's how it is in real life. We meet different people like us, but we're from two different worlds, and sometimes we don't even realize what somebody else can go through. They can go through it just like us. It doesn't matter if you're rich, poor, single, with someone, family, no family. Some situations that we go through are similar. You're not the first and you're not the last person to go through what you're going through. So basically, the short story was the metaphoric women, which are flowers, and a real life human woman coming together and realizing that everything that they've been through was worth it because they grew into something great. And I really love that short story, for my poetic people out there that actually look into poems and things like that, you would have had caught that. But I'm glad that I was able to have this live streaming to bless you guys with my analogy of my book to, excuse me, give you guys a deeper look into who I am as a person and why I wrote the book. It wasn't just for the money. It was actually just to touch somebody's soul because I know somebody needed it. And like I said, if you purchase the book, comes with the book, the pen to write in it, the little business card, and a little thank you card, and I also add other things with it too. So if you guys would like to purchase my book, you can purchase it for $10 on www.shakirarights.com. I also have PDF copies available, which is the copies that you get on your phone. It's an ebook. Those are $5. And then you can also find my book on Amazon, which is also $10. But I really hope you guys buy it from my website because I do not get all the proceeds from Amazon. But whichever one works for you the best. Like I said, on Amazon, it's not free shipping. But if you buy directly from me, which by going to Instagram and DMing me, or just going to their website and purchasing the book, you will receive your book in about 3 business days, and the shipping is free on me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that part of me. My book is basically my baby. My book basically reflects on the space that I was in 2 years ago. And as you can see, I'm a whole different person now, and I'm so grateful for the growth that I went through. And I thank you guys for listening. Like I said, if you want to purchase my book, this is the website right here to purchase it. And yeah, if you want to donate on behalf of my podcast, my Cash App is right there. $ Shakira, SHAKYRA, Rights, WRITES. I'm taking donations for What the Mind Craves podcast and also donations to continue to get copies printed for my book. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and thank you for supporting the series this month, the Black Business February series this month. I hope to do this again another month. And if you guys are interested in participating next time or wanting to come on the show to give your business some exposure, I do have a link in all my business pages to where you can submit your business and get a spot on the show. Also, I am having a short story competition, which was dedicated to the short story written in my book. So where you guys can enter my short story competition. It will end March 18th. Each person will definitely have a spot on my podcast, talk about their short story, the inspiration behind it. And you also earn a cash prize. There will be 3 winners, first, second, and third place. Basically, all you have to do is be able to write, and it has to be 2,000 words. So also, it is in all my business pages bios. You just click the Linktree link and go to the first one where it says enter your story here and write your story. Like I said, it has to be at least 2,000 words, and I will be counting. Don't think you can fool me because you can't. I'm gonna count it. I'm gonna count it. So it has to be at least 2,000 words, and you have until March 18th to do so. Like I said, it'll be 3 winners, first, second, and third, and they're all cash prizes and a chance to get on my podcast. And you can talk about a business that you have, and also, but you have to also talk about your short story. But it does give you a guaranteed spot to be on my podcast. Like I said, thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I really enjoyed doing this for you guys. Like I said, throughout this week, the first week with For Show, y'all got to see exclusive apparel made by her that I believe that she dropped. She definitely did drop it. So y'all need to tune in on www.shopforshow.com. She dropped those exclusive sweatshirts. You guys need to look at those. Like, I'm getting one. I'm gonna beat y'all to the punch. You can lose out if you want to, but I'm not. And then we also got a discount code from Beauty Bellish. So you guys need to follow my Instagram at What the Mind Craves, well, WTMK Podcast on Instagram. Okay, I'm going to put it in here for y'all so y'all don't forget, because we definitely have a coupon code with Beauty Bellish. I'm trying to help y'all save money. I'm trying to help y'all look fly and save money. This is it right here. Follow that Instagram page because I will be dropping the discount code Friday. So you need to follow it. You need to tune in to get that discount, to look fly in your sunglasses, look fly in your purse, look fly in your little bracelet, necklace, all of it with the discount code. And then today, you got to learn about my book. You got to get, some exclusive authors' comments and exclusive authors' explanation behind the book and the inspiration behind it. And you also got to learn some tips when it comes to astrology and the importance of it, how it can be harmful for those who have diabetes or had liposuction beforehand, and how it's more cheaper than going out and getting a BBL or something like that and harming your body. You can do it right locally in Louisiana, in Gonzales, Louisiana, for cheaper. And it's not just, you know what I'm saying, how some people be like, oh, if you buy cheaper, you're not going to get bang for your buck. But no, you're getting bang for your buck. It's cheap, it's effective, and it's safe. You can get a procedure done the same day and go to work afterwards. Who doesn't want that? You don't want to call out the work if you have to get a BBL, So go ahead and get with my girl, Miss Shawnee's Aesthetic. So, yes, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to let you guys go.